Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi out in London, England. What happens when two of Hollywood's most talked about stars step out in London, and suddenly every camera seems to be watching? Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi have once again become the center of attention after being spotted out in London, England, creating a fresh wave of interest around the pair and their increasingly discussed connection. Before we get into everything surrounding this latest London appearance, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell us in the comments what you think. Are Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi simply enjoying time together, or is there something more behind these increasingly frequent public appearances? The latest sighting immediately caught attention because Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi are two names that rarely escape the spotlight. Kendall, one of the world's most recognizable models and a member of the Kardashian-Jenner family, has spent years navigating intense public interest in her personal life. Jacob, meanwhile, has established himself as one of Hollywood's most in-demand young actors, known for major roles that have transformed him from a rising star into an international celebrity. And when those two worlds collide in London, people naturally start asking questions. London has become an especially interesting backdrop for the pair. The city is known for its fashion scene, exclusive restaurants, luxury hotels, film events, and constant presence of photographers. For celebrities like Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi, simply stepping outside can turn an ordinary moment into a headline. This latest appearance is therefore attracting attention not necessarily because of one dramatic moment, but because of the bigger picture. Kendall Jenner has always maintained a relatively private approach to romance compared with some members of her famous family. While her career places her in front of cameras around the world, she has often attempted to keep certain aspects of her personal life away from the public eye. Jacob Elordi has similarly become known for keeping much of his private life separate from his professional career. That combination makes every public appearance involving the two particularly interesting. There is something about seeing Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi together in London that immediately creates curiosity. Are they simply spending time in the same city? Are they attending the same events? Are they enjoying a casual night out? Or could their repeated appearances together suggest that their relationship has become more significant than outsiders initially assumed? At this point, it is important to separate what has actually been seen from what people are speculating about online. A photograph can capture a moment, but it cannot explain an entire relationship. And that distinction matters. Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi have generated enormous attention because fans and entertainment audiences are naturally fascinated by celebrity relationships. But neither a shared location nor a public outing automatically confirms what happens behind closed doors. Still, the visual itself is enough to create a huge reaction. Picture the scene. London at night. Crowds moving through the streets. Cameras waiting outside popular destinations. Then suddenly, Kendall Jenner appears. Moments later, attention turns toward Jacob Elordi. The atmosphere changes instantly. This is exactly why celebrity sightings continue to dominate entertainment conversations. There does not need to be a dramatic announcement. Sometimes, a simple appearance is enough to send social media into overdrive. Kendall Jenner's global profile makes almost every public appearance newsworthy. As a supermodel, businesswoman, and member of one of the most famous families in entertainment, she has spent much of her life surrounded by cameras. But Kendall has also developed a reputation for being selective about what she shares. That makes moments like this particularly fascinating. Jacob Elordi, meanwhile, has experienced an entirely different kind of rise. From breakout performances to major Hollywood projects, his career has expanded rapidly, and his public profile has grown along with it. His image as a young Hollywood leading man has made him one of the entertainment industry's most recognizable actors of his generation. So when the worlds of Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi overlap, the interest is almost inevitable. And here is where the story becomes even more intriguing. The biggest question is not necessarily what happened during this particular outing. The bigger question is why these moments continue to attract so much attention. Celebrity culture has changed dramatically. In the past, fans depended on magazines and television programs to discover what their favorite stars were doing. Today, a single photograph taken on a London street can travel around the world within minutes. A celebrity sighting can become a trending topic before the people involved have even reached their destination. That is exactly what makes public appearances involving Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi so closely watched. Every detail can become part of the conversation. Where were they? Who were they with? What were they wearing? Did they appear relaxed? Did they arrive together? Did they leave together? Was there any interaction that stood out? These are the questions fans immediately begin asking. But sometimes the most revealing part of a celebrity story is what cannot be seen. The silence. The absence of an official statement. The decision not to explain anything. Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi have not needed to turn their private lives into a public spectacle for people to become interested. In fact, the uncertainty itself may be what keeps the conversation alive. And now, as the London appearance continues to circulate among entertainment audiences, attention is shifting toward what could happen next. Will there be another sighting? Will Kendall and Jacob appear at another London event? Could they be photographed together again? Or will both stars return to their busy professional lives and allow the speculation to fade? That uncertainty is precisely what keeps viewers watching. Because in celebrity news, the next photograph can completely change the story. One moment can appear ordinary. The next can become the photograph everyone is talking about. And that brings us to the most important part of this story. The public fascination surrounding Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi is not only about romance speculation. It is also about two major celebrities being seen in the same environment while both are experiencing major moments in their careers. For Kendall, London represents another chapter in an international lifestyle built around fashion, travel, and high-profile appearances. For Jacob, the city is equally significant, particularly as his career continues to expand across major film projects and international premieres. Put the two together, and the attention becomes almost unavoidable. Zoom in on the details, and the story becomes less about a single photograph and more about celebrity culture itself. Fans want authenticity. They want to know what is real. They want to understand what happens when the cameras are not officially invited. But celebrities also deserve boundaries. And that is why responsible entertainment coverage should focus on what can actually be observed rather than turning speculation into fact. There is a difference between saying Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi were spotted out in London and claiming to know exactly what their private relationship means. That difference is important. What we do know is that their public appearances continue to generate significant interest. What we do not know is everything happening behind the scenes. And perhaps that is what makes this story so compelling. Kendall Jenner has spent years living under extraordinary public scrutiny. Her family has experienced everything from global business success to non-stop media attention. Yet Kendall has often attempted to create a life that feels more private and independent. Jacob Elordi has also had to adapt to a rapidly increasing level of fame. His performances have made him a familiar face to audiences around the world, but fame can bring a strange contradiction. The more successful an actor becomes, the less privacy they often have. That is why a simple evening out can become a major entertainment story. For most people, walking through London is ordinary. For Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi, it can become international news. And as cameras continue to follow their movements, every appearance invites another round of questions. Could London become a recurring location for the pair? Are they simply taking advantage of being in the same city? Or is the public witnessing the early stages of something neither celebrity has chosen to discuss publicly? There is no confirmed answer to those questions. But there is another layer worth considering. Sometimes celebrity relationships are not defined by announcements. They develop quietly, away from interviews and official statements. The public may only see occasional fragments. A dinner here. An event there. A sighting in another city. And eventually, people begin connecting those moments. That is exactly what audiences are doing now with Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi. The London appearance becomes another piece of a much larger conversation. And that conversation is unlikely to disappear anytime soon. Kendall remains one of the most searched and recognizable models in the world. Jacob remains one of the most closely followed young actors in Hollywood. Their names alone generate massive attention. Together, they create an even stronger entertainment story. But perhaps the most interesting detail is how naturally the public reaction has developed. There was no need for a dramatic red carpet announcement. No elaborate social media post. No major public statement. Just two recognizable celebrities appearing in London. And yet, that was enough. Because sometimes the quietest celebrity moments create the loudest conversations. As the London night continued, the cameras eventually moved on, but the questions remained. What happens next? Will Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi continue to be spotted together? Will they address the growing attention? Will their schedules take them in completely different directions? Or could another unexpected sighting suddenly reignite the entire conversation? That is the part nobody can predict. And it is also why fans continue to follow every update. One new photograph can change the tone. One public appearance can create another wave of speculation. One interview can suddenly reveal a detail that changes everything. Until then, the most accurate story is also the simplest one. Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi were seen out in London, England, and their appearance has once again captured public attention. Everything beyond that remains a matter of speculation unless the two stars themselves decide to say more. But there is still something undeniably fascinating about watching two global celebrities navigate ordinary moments under extraordinary levels of attention. Kendall Jenner has built a career around being photographed. Jacob Elordi has built a career around being watched on screen. Yet neither career necessarily prepares someone for the intensity that comes when the public becomes interested in their private lives. London provided the setting. The cameras provided the images. And the internet provided the questions. Now, the next chapter belongs to Kendall and Jacob. Whether this was simply another night out in one of the world's most famous cities or another sign of a relationship that continues to attract attention, only time will tell. For now, one thing is certain, Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi remain two of the most talked about names in entertainment, and whenever they appear in the same place, people are going to notice. So what do you think about Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi being spotted out in London, England? Do you think fans are reading too much into their public appearances, or do you believe there is more to the story than we currently know? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is clearly not over.